All right, so the first thing I'm doing here is I laced up my door. I took my template and I did what templates do, okay? Boom, 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 got my door laced up. You guys thought I was that skilled to draw those lines by myself. And then I drew the lines with my speed square. All right, you like it? Love it? I love it. So I was being irresponsible over the weekend and didn't charge my headlight, so I got these little lights right here. You see that? All right. So I can see what I'm doing. And right here, I'm gonna poke through and through. So, right here. All right, got that done. Okay, so I got my cable out and got my template set for my top and my bottom. And I'm about to get this cable in the door. Watch this. I got my template here. You can see I got it going just a little bit past where it's telling me to go for a little extra room there. And my cable runs up here and I got it hooked to the top of the door. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten this guy down right here by hand, and then I'm gonna tighten this guy right here by hand, and then I'm going to snug them up, make them real good and tight. Done, done. Okay, as mentioned, I got my cables set to where I want them. So now I've already snugged them up by hand. Now I'm going to tighten them down with 2 wrenches. Okay, so I got all these pieces. I got so many little pieces, and what I have is this guy right here. I have to assemble and put together. So this guy's gonna go here, just like this. See the wing sticks out there? And this is where I like to do things by hand and get this all assembled and put together. So let me put this together, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. So now that I got this guy right here assembled, all right, I'm gonna take this, flip this cable around, because you see right here it says, after sizing this into the top latch. I'm not talking to myself. You are. Whoop, 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 whoop. I am. I am. Hey, I did the first one right, didn't I? No. Done, done, and done. All right, so now that I hooked that in there into the red, right? You see that thing at the bottom there says red, right? And then I got a white right there for the bottom of the door. But I'm going to get this guy. I'm gonna fight this guy in here. And believe it or not, when it comes to hooking this up, like, if you don't fight for it, that means it's not right. So you can see that cable, it extends to the point where it's a little bit of a fight there to get that into that little casing type of situation, right? So this top part is done. And what I can do now is just kind of set this to the side, and let's do the bottom. Okay, so I got my bottom lined up. You can see I got this right here connected to the top of the door. And one thing to take note of, I'll show you that in a moment, but I got my cable, my concealed cable stretched, and I have it going just a little bit past like I did before. I'm going to hand tighten this, then tighten it with my wrenches, but I'm going to hand tighten this and tighten it with my wrenches like I did before. So let's get it done, freaking done. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is very important here, okay? As I mentioned earlier, we have the red and the white, okay? I'm going to connect the red. The red's already connected. The white right here is about to get connected. But look at this right here. This is the head of my door. This is the foot of my door, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm looking at this right here. You see that coupler? The way that barrel's going towards the top, because that's the top cable. And this one right here is my barrel for this one right here for the bottom. It needs to point toward the bottom. So that's how I definitely know that I have this cable properly. This is how I know I have this cable properly connected. Let me put them right beside each other. This is my top cable. This is my bottom cable. You only get one chance at this. You got to do this right the first time. If you don't, you'll just have to go get all new hardware, and it takes at least 6 weeks for them to get this hardware to me again. So I really take my time on these, okay? So let's get it all connected right up in there. So I'm gonna pop that in there. I got the little collar in there. And I'm gonna take this guy, and you can see this has an angle to it. If you can see that, it's kind of sloping that way. And I am going to hook that right here. And I'm going to press it in there, okay? So now, something doesn't feel right. Yep. So when I pull this right here to actuate my door, if that's a word, right? You can see where this is working, right? By pulling this guy and getting grease all over my fingers. But you can see that here's my fight. I'm always looking for a fight in that cable, and that cable is extending to where it's supposed to be. All right? It might be a little confusing, but you guys are with me. You understand what I'm doing here. God, my lighting is just so good. Yo, shoot me, baby, shoot me. You can see right here on the bottom is white. See the white tab right there? I'm gonna hook him in there, push it there. Then there's this little, I don't know what to call it, a little collar, right? And what I'm gonna do is I have to kind of dig that little collar out and stick something behind it in order to like hold it a trick at the same time to get this little collar in there as it's supposed to be. And it gets a little bit challenging to try to get all this to work together, especially by yourself, okay? So I'm gonna have a real fight because my cable seems really short. So let me try to dig this out right here. Okay. And when I kind of get it, oh, come on. I've noticed I say kind of a lot in my videos. I wish I could stop saying kind of all the kind of time, you know? So I'm trying to press that in there. Okay, success. And you can see once again, my cable's being stretched there. I got it inside that little collar right there, and there's a little bit of a fight. Once again, that's confirmation that I'm doing this the right way, okay? That's my confirmation. I need confirmation. God, my lighting is just so good. Yo, shoot me, baby, shoot me. God, my lighting is just so good. Yo, shoot me, baby, shoot me. Nah, for real. All right, and I'm gonna dump those into my little magnetic tray. So I lose the whole tray. No, I'm just kidding. So I don't lose anything. Come on. Everything wants to snag on everything. So now I have this little piece right here for my bottom, right? So there's like 3 hole assembly. You see that right there? 1, 2, 3. And then I have 3 holes I'm gonna find, right? And I put that on there like that. And I dig down in here. Kind of sucks not having my headlamp. I should have charged it over the weekend, but as mentioned, I was being irresponsible. And I'm going to hand tighten that guy down. My screws out of here. Boy, this screw's being very stubborn. All right. We made landing. Jeez Louise. So you really can't see what I'm doing, but as I mentioned, I'm putting this little bottom piece on here. And I'm just gonna put that right over top of that. Then I have these screws. I never use washers actually, but I'm gonna use them for the sake of this video. But I have a screw, washer, right, a little locking washer, boom. I actually am gonna use my drill for this. You guys don't see me use my drill that often. And I'm gonna shoot that in there. And I just have 4 of these to put in there, and I'll show you what it looks like as soon as I get it all together. right? Okay, so I got that in there as promised, and as you can see here, that my door's just about done. I'm going to, get my panic put on there next, and I'm not going to be able to run my EBT, but that's how you run that concealed cable inside the door that acts like a flush bolt, and it's going to connect at the top, and as you know for sure, it's going to connect at the bottom. And I made it short about my lock, and I realized I put it on backwards, but hey, I know how to work it, okay? But Milwaukee, we need to have a talk about this. I need another one of these right here, Milwaukee, because you owe me one, all right? Had to steal one off my other cart, and I don't like that. And I did buy another one. I don't know where I did with it that fast. I think it's at home. But anyway, let's get that panic on there and get this door done. All right, so I have this little thing right here that I have to just hook on here, just put it together real quick, right? Boom. And there's a hole right here that's gonna lock in my my thing, right? So I got it all shoved in the hole, and it's looking really good, man. I mean, you'd be surprised what you can do with one hand if you really try. And look where I stuck my light. Hey, that boy got skills. Now, you guys seen me do this before. I pull my panic out the box here and pull this cover out the box there. Then I take all the plastic off the back. I am talking to myself. It's when you argue with yourself and lose is a problem. It's okay to talk to yourself, you know? Like, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. And I'm gonna show you the finished product of this once I get it all put together. And there's a little black piece that I'm about to lose, that I always lose. See that little guy right there? Very important. I tried to show you this guys in the last video, and I couldn't find it. So I did it without it, but it's a lot easier with it, okay? So we'll do right, never mind. Done, freaking done. You see me do this before, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna cut it right there at the neck. Actually, I had pictures. Yeah, take it right to the camera. Let me cut this one off right here with my linemen's. Where's my little body? What's up, buddy? And I'm gonna get this guy set up like this. Then I'm going to stick this one. To stick this guy in the door, upside down, get that piece on top of that tail, and screw it in by myself. Go ahead, say it. Done, freaking done. Don't ask questions you know the answers to, sir.
Fuck, we have a goddamn 3.5-inch fucking 3/8 undercut. Why ain't you smoking?
What's wrong? You trying to see? You hanging the doors?
That's fucking wrong.
Huh?
That's wrong.
Are you hanging doors?
Yes. I wonder if that's the seam on that door, but I doubt it because we said it. So I think the only thing that's catching is that seam. And maybe that seam has to sit inside the door all the way.
All right, so we got a finished product here. You can see my top latch is in there, and I got my panic working properly, and I got my bottom latch up in there. And I want to show you it work, but kind of stretching. It works, okay? So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't liked this video yet, here's your opportunity to like the video. And anybody who wants extra credit, I'm going to show you how to install a closer while the door is laying down. Very easy, very simple. All right, thanks for watching. Anybody stuck around for extra credit, done, freaking done. 4 screws, that's it, I'm done.